Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Okay, don't be surprised. You might be thinking the description says motorcycle riding tips for beginners and what am I doing in a car. There is a reason for it, and the explanation I am about to give you is purely based on my experience and my thoughts and my perspective about being a safe rider on the streets. So the reason I am in a car today is because I want to explain you to understand the perspective of a car driver when it comes to motorcycles. So as a motorcycle rider, it is very important to know what a car driver might be thinking, or the perspective from which a car driver can see a motorcycle rider on the street. It might sound ridiculous, but since I drive and ride, I know how important it is to know the mentality of a car driver to be a safer rider on the road. As you can see, I am not wearing any jacket or gloves or any protective wear. I am wearing a t-shirt, wearing a normal pants and shoes, because I don't need all the safety gear that a motorcycle rider needs to protect himself on the street in case of a crash or something, because I am inside my car. I am protected by this huge metal cage which can avoid impacts to my body. So I don't have to take as much safety precautions or even be as careful as a motorcycle rider on the streets when I am driving my car. So the reason why you need to think like a driver is because when you are approaching cars on the streets, and obviously people in the US know you can maybe find like one motorcycle per 100 or 1000 cars on the street. So you are bound to ride between cars. So in my opinion, it is very helpful to know how a car driver thinks if you want to be safe and protect yourself on the streets. You might not have a car, or you might not know how to drive a car, but that shouldn't stop you from understanding the perspective that I am trying to bring here today in this video. If you don't own a car or you don't know how to drive a car, at least try to be a passenger in your friend's car, or someone from your family, your relatives or brother or sister, whoever it may be. It will definitely help you to understand from the perspective of a car driver, and preferably sit in the front passenger seat. To me, being in this huge vehicle, a motorcycle might seem insignificant on the street. And if you can see, I do head checks, complete head checks in my car. That's how I drive. But I have seen many cars that don't do head checks. They just try to look in their side view mirrors and just merge. I have been cut off multiple times, even when I am in this huge car. That's how inattentive some drivers are. So imagine if you are a motorcyclist and an inattentive driver like that tries to merge into your lane. It might not be because they want to cut you off, but they wouldn't even have seen you because you are on a smaller vehicle. Okay, motorcycle is approaching me from the back. I am able to see him in my mirror, and he's coming really fast. Look at that guy. His shirt is flying up. He doesn't have any motorcycle gear on, and I don't want to talk about gear, but he's going at a high rate of speed, and I could have easily merged into this lane when he was about to pass me, which could have caused a collision. I mean, I wouldn't even have noticed that he's coming, because he was coming at such high rates of speeds, and he's tiny when compared to a car. If I just look at my mirrors, a car is visible from a much farther distance, and a car covers an entire lane, whereas a motorcycle covers only part of the lane. So it is difficult to spot a motorcycle from a distance if you are not paying attention. But the point I want to make here is, as a car driver, a motorcycle is insignificant on the street and doesn't pose any threat to me. So if I am being a ignorant car driver, if I am looking at my phone, or looking at, even it might not be a phone, I might be looking at GPS trying to find a route, and I might just glance my mirror or just give like a half shoulder check like this, just a half shoulder check, and I wouldn't spot a bike because I am not paying attention. The point I am trying to make is, if I know how to drive a car, I would think as a car driver as well while I am on my bike. Perfect. This is what I was waiting for. Now look at these bikes. I mean, they are in a group, so it's easy to notice a group of motorcycle riders on the street. But consider only one of these riders are ahead of me, and they occupy only a small part of the lane. So to me, that motorcycle rider seems insignificant because he's on a tiny vehicle, and I don't have to respect his right of way. I mean, that's wrong attitude. A motorcycle has same rights as a car does on the street, but I am trying to bring some awareness, so that as a motorcyclist you try to think from the worst perspective. Consider that I am a horrible driver right now following these riders, and I am looking at my phone. So now I am trying to keep a safe distance from these riders, because I don't like when cars tailgate me and come close to me. I mean, some people do it unintentionally, because they even tailgate a car driver. It's not like they're tailgating you just because you are a motorcycle rider and you are you don't pose a threat to them, or they look at you as some annoyance. I mean, I will try to talk in perspective of a horrible car driver who wouldn't respect a motorcyclist. So if I am such a horrible driver, a single motorcycle going in front of me would seem like annoying pest, maybe like a fly or a mosquito making a lot of noise. Left lane is for people who want to go faster, and the speed limit is now 70, and these guys are doing exactly 70. If you are not passing anyone, the ideal lane for you to be is either in the middle lane or the right lane. was able to deliver the message that I meant to in this video. Just to summarize in a sentence, you will be a safer motorcycle rider on the street if you know how to drive a car, or you know how to think from a perspective of a car driver as a whole. And I hope this video even though it's not the usual type of video, was helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you thought this video didn't make any sense or wasn't helpful at all. I'll try to avoid making such videos if that's the case. See you guys in the next video. Bye.